In the last section, we laid out the 5 things AI can do. Now, we have to draw a hard boundary around those capabilities. Every single AI tool you can access today is narrow AI. General AI does not exist. Welcome to Chapter 1, Section 3. Narrow AI versus General AI. Today's reality versus science fiction. We are going to walk through 6 specific steps, starting with the 2 main categories of AI, moving down into the hard limits of what today's systems can actually do, and finishing with the human oversight required to use them safely. Following this exact sequence is the only way to separate the science fiction myths you see in movies from the actual code operating on your devices right now. 3.1. The 2 big categories of AI. To categorize any artificial intelligence, you only need to ask one beginner question. Can this tool do anything outside of what it was specifically built to do? That question draws the line. On one side, you have narrow AI. This exists today. It handles one task or a tightly related family of tasks, and it can only learn a new task if engineers retrain it. ChatGPT, Siri, and the fraud detection on your credit card are all narrow AI. On the other side is general AI. This is a hypothetical system that could handle any intellectual task a human can and adapt to new situations entirely on its own. There are no current examples of this technology. It does not exist today. Identifying which category and A2. Narrow AI, what today's systems actually are. Modern AI systems are narrow by design. Engineers choose a specific objective, feed the system a dataset tied to that objective, and train a model to find patterns. That training pipeline physically restricts the AI to a single purpose. A facial recognition system learns features like jaw shapes and eye spacing. It becomes excellent at identifying faces. But if you show that exact same system a license plate, it fails. The patterns it learned offers zero help. So why do tools like ChatGPT feel so different? When an interface can write poetry, debug Python code, and explain calculus, it creates a powerful illusion of general intelligence. But their narrow domain is simply language. Under the hood, they are calculating the mathematical probability of the next word sequence based on context. It feels broad because humans use language to describe nearly everything. There is a vast gap between describing an action and performing one. A language model can generate incredibly accurate paragraphs describing a surgical procedure, but it cannot perform surgery. Broad conversational topics do not equal broad intelligence. The machine's only action is generating text patterns. 3.3. General AI, a hypothetical goal, not today's reality. Artificial General Intelligence, or AGI, would be a system capable of learning new skills from scratch, just like a person. Again, no such system exists. If you look at predictions for when AGI might arrive, the timeline splits. Tech company CEOs often forecast its arrival between 2026 and 2032. Academic researchers typically predict much later dates, like 2040, 2050, or suggest it may never happen at all. These forecasts are tied to external incentives. Near-term predictions help AI companies drive fundraising, recruit talent, and boost stock prices. On the other side, academic caution protects researchers' reputations. When you read a headline about the imminent arrival of AGI, evaluate it by asking 3 questions. What incentives does this organization have? What exact evidence are they offering? And how much uncertainty remains? Regardless of confident corporate timelines, treating artificial general intelligence as a current reality is a critical error in judgment. 3.4. What today's AI cannot do. Today's AI systems have severe structural boundaries. First, they cannot transfer knowledge across unrelated tasks. Second, they are software. They cannot reliably reason about the physical world, like friction or gravity. Third, they do not understand emotion or social context. Fourth, they cannot set their own goals. Those always come from human prompts or programming. And fifth, they often lack the ability to know when they are wrong, delivering incorrect answers with absolute confidence. 3.5. Why AI is not conscious, self-aware, or independent. Generative AI tools are convincing. When a chatbot tells you, "I'm sorry to hear that," the natural tone creates an illusion of empathy. But the machine has not felt anything. It has simply matched a language pattern from its massive training data. Underneath the interface, it is just pattern matching at scale. AI does not have its own intentions, its own feelings, or any independence. Because the system possesses zero self-awareness, we cannot rely on it to govern its own accuracy or morality. 3.6. The essential role of human oversight. Since these systems are narrow, limited, and sometimes confidently wrong, humans must stay in the loop. Human oversight is the required bridge between limited AI output and real-world execution. Practicing human oversight requires 3 concrete habits. First, verify outputs against trusted sources. Second, flag errors when something looks suspicious. And third, decide how to act. Not every interaction requires the same level of scrutiny. The strictness of your oversight must scale depending on the consequences of the task. For low stakes, like casual text autocorrect, a quick glance is enough. For medium stakes, like an AI-drafted email, read the draft, correct problems, and verify its standard. But high stakes, like medical, legal, or financial decisions, demand rigorous verification by a qualified human. In all of these scenarios, the AI's output is merely a draft. The ultimate responsibility to act always belongs to a person. To review, every AI tool you can use today is a narrow pattern matcher, restricted to its training data. They are not conscious general intelligence. Because of those hard limits, human oversight is mandatory. Take a moment to reflect on these 3 knowledge check questions to ensure you understand the boundaries of today's AI. Remember the rule for interacting with modern systems. AI output is input for human judgment, not a replacement for it.